So you want to start making music and you're already looking it up on YouTube. So I feel like that's already a problem, but we can fix it. I feel like that's really aggressive to start with. But okay, ignore that. I'm going to tell you how I started making music and how I started making music and how easy it actually is. This is CORNEA-SAL and I'm going to help you start out with music. First of all, we're going to specify which kind of music we want to start out with. So this is especially because of the elements that certain music styles include. So if you want to make metal music, then of course you're probably going to need a guitar. Then if you're trying to make something more pop inspired, then you may not actually need it. You may actually just need a program. If you've already assessed which kind of music style you want, then we can start. If you have an instrument that accompanies your singing or you just start composing, then of course you need a composition first to start actually making the music. The actual key point of this video is to tell you to just start, right? You want to go ahead with it as quickly as possible, because the more you wait and you stall on making your own music, the more scared you're going to be because you don't know how it's going to be. And if the idea continues in your mind, you're just going to feel more conflicted about it. If you are watching this video and you're conflicted about like starting to sing something or starting to compose something, then go ahead and do it now. Just leave the video, you can watch it later. Start composing now. Start composing when you're inspired, or now, or just get those ideas out. And it doesn't matter if you think they're good or bad. And try not to think again, but don't try to start by saying, oh, is this good or bad? There's no good or bad in music. There's music and there's music, all right? To actually get this inside of your mind, think about your favorite artist, and now think about an artist that you hate, that you just really dislike their stuff. Maybe not even hate, because that's a really strong word, but maybe you just don't like them, all right? And that's perfectly fine. You don't like them. Now think about like the number of fans each one has and the number of haters each one has. There's a certain amount of people in each category for both of them. So there's going to be people who hate what you do. They're going to hate it. And there's other people who will love what you do. So it doesn't really matter as long as you like it. So if you have a song idea, it's always good enough. It's always good enough. You have to be the one to like it. So just go ahead. But again, maybe right now you just don't have ideas, so continue watching the video, come with me. If you want to start making it, and it's all like very synth-based and maybe you don't even have a keyboard, then I really recommend you start with a DAW, which is a digital audio workspace. Is that actually what it means? Because I've never looked it up. Which is a digital audio workstation. So basically it's an app that's going to help you make music, a program that's going to help you with music. Personally, for beginners, I really recommend FL Studio because it's just really easy to start with. And it has like if you watch like a 20-minute tutorial on how to start with FL Studio, you will easily have it. You will easily grasp it. It's really not that complicated. You just need to learn a bit about the BPM and stuff. So you can make stuff that's actually on beat. Like I remember the first time, like I hadn't figured out that you could use it, and I was just making stuff that was completely offbeat, and it was disgusting. But you know, even that has its own charm, and you know, I remember my first days fondly. So yeah, like I recommend you start with a little piano, and then maybe you can sing over it. We're gonna get to the recording part in a second now, but what I really want to make my point be is don't be afraid to start. Even if you're making songs, like you're singing, even if you think you sing badly, it doesn't matter. Like just do your best. It doesn't have to be perfect. Nothing really is perfect. So I really recommend you just go ahead and do it. And now on to actually making the song file. You want to record music. So for that, you're probably going to need an audio interface, which is this little, how do you call it? Aparato. ¿Cómo se dice aparato? Apparatus. Device? I guess it's a device. It's a device that helps you put the sound in from your microphone or your guitar or your bass onto the computer, so it transforms it into audio, and that's how you actually record. You're probably going to need a DAW that can be FL Studio or Pro Tools or whatever. I just say FL Studio because it's the easiest one to start out with. Let's say you have the money, you can do it, you can have an audio interface. You're going to plug in your guitar or whatever the fuck you have on it. You figure it out, you turn it on, you plug it into your computer or your laptop. And, you know, if you're a normal person that isn't that into the music thing, or you're just starting out, then you probably don't have like drums and a whole mic equipment to like actually record drums. So this is where BSTs come into use, and you're probably going to use these shits a lot. I believe every DAW actually comes with BSTs. So a BST is a virtual instrument. So basically, these are the sounds that instruments make. It can be a piano, it can be drums, it can be even like a guitar and stuff. Even though, of course, I recommend the real thing. But if you don't have the real thing, then that's no excuse for you to not do anything about it, right? So you can't just like stop yourself from making music just because you don't have all the equipment. Like, that's bullshit, and you know it. And you know it. That's bullshit, and you know it. So don't come up with that shit. Like, or you can even say like, oh, but I don't have the money for an audio interface, so I'm gonna do it. You can still record it on your phone and start putting things together on your phone with GarageBand. Actually, there's a really good example of this, and that is Steve Lacy. I'm pretty sure. So Steve Lacy actually made his first song, which got him extremely popular, on GarageBand, which is an app on iPhone. He made it on his fucking iPhone. That's fucking crazy. I'm still trying to get my head around it. Like, honestly, I can make half decent demos. How the fuck to say that? I'm having a lot of confusion with English and Spanish today. He actually made such a good song from nothing. So that's really the proof that you can really do it if you put your mind to it. And you know, like, making music or making anything can actually be really scary to just like start out, because like, oh, what if I'm not good enough? What if people make fun of me? Blah blah. It's completely valid to have these doubts. But at the end of the day, that shouldn't stop you from actually chasing your dream and what you want to do. Because people will want you to do a lot of stuff. Like, your parents may want you to do one thing, your friends will want you to do this thing. And if you live your life for other people, then is it really your life? No, it's not your life. If you do everything for other people, do what you need to do. If you have the money and you have the resources, then of course it's way more convenient to use a fucking laptop or computer to make music and actually use the audio interface and get all those sounds sounding beautiful and pure. But if you can't, then you can't, and that doesn't mean that you can't do it. That's bullshit. And of course you're going to be scared, but bravery isn't about not being scared. It's about being scared and still doing shit anyway. Because, for example, right now I'm recording a YouTube video. I have never uploaded on YouTube in my life. As like at the time that I'm recording this, am I scared of actually posting it? Maybe not, but maybe not. It completely fails the whole purpose of what I was gonna say. You know, I have my doubts about whatever the fuck. It's about doing things in spite of everything else. You can always put a million excuses up there. You can say, oh, but I'm not good enough singing, or oh, I don't know enough theory yet. You don't really need any of that to make a good song that you like. And you want to make stuff that you like. So, my best advice for starting out with music is just do it. Just do it! Oh my God. Just do it. Just put your whole soul into it. And your first song, you may listen to it and it may be fucking garbage. It may be horrible, but it may be beautiful too. And you know, my first song was a fucking disaster. You know, I haven't gotten to recreating it yet. And you know, it's something that's really deep. in my heart, and I liked it in that moment, and I was happy in that moment. And without that first song, I wouldn't have been able to propel myself to make the songs that I do now. You need to stop being a pussy. Just go for it. Like, I promise you, nothing's going to happen. No one's going to kill you. The world before and after you make a song is going to be the same, but you are not going to be the same, and you're going to improve. And I promise you that improvement comes after practice, after doing what you love to do. And if you do love music, then your love for it will far surpass whatever doubt you have. I hope that this video has been able to bring you some clarity and maybe some encouragement, some really aggressive encouragement to actually just go ahead and do what you want to do and make the songs that you want the world to hear. And who knows, you know, if the artists you like didn't make that first song that they could have been so afraid to do, they wouldn't have been able to inspire you. And that one day can be you, and you can inspire other people to pursue something as beautiful as art. And you know, if you do end up hating it, you can always watch my other video about how to not hate your music. So there's a solution for everything. Don't be scared. This was CORNEA-SAL, and I promise nothing bad will happen if you mess up. Thank you so much. Now we'll see you.